Hi, in today's tutorial, we will focus on how to create a quiz using a piece of game-based software called Kahoot. Kahoot is a free piece of software and it's becoming wildly popular in the public school sectors, and I think after you've made one, you'll kind of realize why that is. Okay, so let's get started. First thing you're going to do is open your favorite browser, doesn't matter which one, and you're going to go to create.kahoot.it. Okay. First thing you'll need to do, of course, is click Get My Free Account and just follow the prompts. It's a very simple process. I already have an account, so I'm going to go ahead and log in. And this is what your home page will look like. So there are two ways you can go about creating a new Kahoot, and there are three different types of Kahoots. You can create a quiz, a discussion, or a survey. For my classes, usually the quiz option works just fine. Kahoot will run everything just like a game, so it doesn't really matter which one you select, your kids are guaranteed to have some fun with it in class. Alright, so you can click the type of Kahoot you would like here, or you can click New Kahoot in the top left corner. So I'm going to click Quiz. Let's start by giving the quiz a name. This name can be anything you want. Usually for organization purposes, I try to stick with the unit that I'm working in, but for now, we'll just call this one Demo Quiz and click Go. Okay, so question number one, and this can be anything you would like it to be. I'll just type, what is Mrs. Sanders' favorite color? Something all my students should know, right? And if you scroll down, you can see the different answers. So you can pick whatever answers you want, but there is a character limit, so make sure that you stay within that limit. Now, something Kahoot has added recently are the bold and italicized options, as well as the mathematical symbols here for all you math teachers. So I'll just type in some answers. Okay, and after you do that, if you click the incorrect button, it will change it to correct. It's really important that you pick a correct answer, otherwise your game will not run correctly. So for this answer, blue is correct. If you would like to, you can also pull an image that you already have saved or something from maybe just Google and drop it right in here. So we'll just click Save and Continue. I'm only going to do one question, but if you wanted to add more, you can always click Add Question, and you can always delete a question. This option will award students points for getting the answer correct. If you don't want to award any points, you can just click This is a no points question. Usually, in my experience, a 30-second time limit is just plenty, but you can change it. Especially if this is maybe a math question, you might want to set a longer time limit. If it's something really easy, 20 seconds is usually plenty, but 30 seconds is your default, and I usually just leave it at that. So click Save and Continue. It will ask you to tell Kahoot a little bit more about the quiz you just made. It will not let you go on unless you've selected a primary audience. I work in a school, so my primary audience is always school, but you choose the one that best fits you. Right. And you can make this Kahoot private if you don't want anybody else to see it. If your Kahoot is made public, that means it will be available for others to find and download and use for their own purposes. So if you don't want anybody to see your Kahoot, just select private. Just for this demo, I'm going to leave it at public. And If you are a foreign language teacher, you can also change it to match the language of your Kahoot. This description is seen by anybody if your Kahoot is set as public. For me, I usually add a description to help me remember what this Kahoot is about. So for example, this Kahoot is a demo. And that's it. If you would like other people to be able to find your Kahoot easily, you can type some tags in here, and Kahoot gives you some good options for that. And then just click Save and Continue. Now this part is optional. You can give your quiz a cover image. Again, it's a simple choose your file or drag and drop it from your desktop. And then click Done. It's always a good idea to preview your Kahoot before you show it to your classes. So we'll just click Preview now. And this will show up this handy little split screen. This is, on the left is what the teachers will see, and on the right is what your students will see on their mobile devices or their laptops. So you will just click Launch on your screen, and then it will say Ready to Join. And after you give it a minute, it will give you a game pin. Every game pin for every Kahoot is different. You'll never see the same game pin twice. So for this game pin, it's 33276. So this is what your students will enter on their laptops or their mobile devices. So 33276. And then it will ask your kids to make them a nickname. It can be whatever nickname they want. But I try to remind them school-appropriate nicknames only, guys. And then they'll click Join Game. Now this is a new feature Kahoot just added recently. You can kick out players by clicking on their nickname here. So let's say somebody did put up a very inappropriate nickname. You can just kick them out, and then it will ask them to try again here. All right, and then once everybody's in and it keeps track of your number of players on the left, you can go ahead and click Start Now. And if you had a cover picture, it would have popped up right then. So question 1, what is Mrs. Sanders' favorite color? And this is what your kids will see. To select blue, as blue is the correct answer, they would need to select the red square here. And then it tells you, hey, you were right. And it tells them how many points they got, since I said, yes, this can be a points-based question. Now, Kahoot awards points for speed and correct answers. So to get the most points, a student needs to answer first and answer correctly. This will pop up on your big screen. And this is kind of handy because it'll give you the layout of who answered, how many people answered which question or which answer. So that will help you decide whether some reteaching needs to be in place perhaps. All right, this will give you the scoreboard of the top 5 people. And since that's the end, you just click End. And then it will say who won, how many they got right, and how many they got wrong. Then click Feedback and Results. And this will give the kids, as you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, it will give them a second to tell you how fun they thought your quiz was. Did they learn anything? Would they recommend it? And tell us how you feel. And they can pick however many stars they would like. Yes, I learned something. Maybe no, I don't want to recommend it, but yeah, it was kind of fun, so I'll click the smiley face. And you will be able to see this on your big projector screen. And the kids kind of think it's funny to see kind of how everybody else is rating. All right, then you can click Final Results. And if you would like to, you can click Download Results, and it will download a spreadsheet with tons of other information. You can play the Kahoot again, maybe especially if this is a study material. They can play it again. You can mark it as one of your favorite Kahoots, or they can play a different one. So that's Kahoot in a nutshell. I hope you enjoy making these for your students.